Pisces, welcome to Vidya's Prophecy Tarot. This is a general reading. It will apply to Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It's going to be a you and them reading, Pisces. I'm going to pull 4 cards for you here, 4 cards for the love interest of the person you're dealing with on the other side. And let's just see what comes up. Okay. Now, you may resonate on the other side. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. Pisces. As these are general readings, please keep in mind they're not going to apply to everyone. If this sounds like your story, you'll know. Okay. Pisces, what's the message here for Pisces? Pisces, what's the message for Pisces? Pisces, what's the message for Pisces? We've got pumpkin, okay. And what is the message for Pisces' love interest? Whoa, we got mischief, okay. Alright, that's interesting. So we've got the pumpkin here, Pisces, uncaging the spirit within thou, the fertile power you hold. To taste your buttery velvet is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. The pumpkin speaks to like harvest, okay? Something fertile, something, abundant. Yeah, so you're in an energy of almost manifestation, I feel, okay, focused on your abundance, focused on making things happen, growing things, a period of growth, and feeling grateful. And this person here, however, has got mischief, okay? It says, keep your eyelids open and sight sharp, for there is something trailing behind your tail. So, I don't know, I mean, this person is either up to mischief or thinks you are, okay? I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Okay, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, what's the message here for Pisces? What's the message for Pisces? Okay, what is Pisces' energy towards a love interest? Pisces' energy. We've got the Last Judgment and the Parfait, the Magician. That's what I felt, that you had some kind of energy of manifestation. Okay. Now, what is Pisces' action towards a love interest? What action will Pisces take? Lady Wisdom, which is a High Priestess. Okay. What is the intention, Pisces' intention towards a love interest? Pisces' intention. 2 of Shields. And what is the outcome here for Pisces? What's the outcome for Pisces? Squire of Shields. Okay. Pisces' love interest, what is their energy towards Pisces? Lady of Shields. Okay. What is their action towards Pisces? 8 of Wisdom. What is their intention towards Pisces? We've got the World of Light and a Parliamentum and Lucifer. So I'll take all 3 because they're very big arcana. Okay. And what is the outcome here? 6 of Swords. Okay. So we're talking about new love with the Ace of Cups here. Okay. Something abundant. Yeah. Okay. So your energy, Pisces, is towards your love interest is the Judgment and the Parfait. You know what you want to manifest here with respect to this person. Feels like this very abundant energy. Okay. Now, your action is Lady Wisdom, which is a High Priestess. So it sounds like you just mean to be yourself, because this is your card, right? Your energy. It feels like you're just being yourself, using your own wisdom, your own knowledge, and kind of moving in silence as well. Okay, I don't think it feels like you're just doing your thing as well and moving in silence with the Lady of Wisdom. It's like you're not telling everyone your plans. Okay, you're not speaking up about what you hope to manifest here. Now, with the 2 of Shields and your intentions, I feel like this is crossroads energy. So it feels like choosing a path. Okay, you've been maybe going down one path and now you want to choose maybe another path. Yeah, it's like approaching a fork in the road and having to decide what you're going to do. Right now, the outcome here is a Squire of Shields. So you will take some kind of action. But on this card, you can see these people talking about this. I think it may cause some gossip, whatever you're doing. Okay, now this person with the mischief, Their energy towards you is the Lady of Shields, which is a Queen of Wands. Okay, so this person sees you as very attractive, very, yeah, someone that they are very attracted to. Okay, now their action is the Eight of Wisdom. I think this person is just focused on work, focused on things, focused. Yeah, they're just focused, maybe at work. Okay, I'm not sure. With this intention, the world of light, a parallamentum, which is temperance, and Lucifer, which is a hierophant. That's their intention. Now the sun, the temperance, and the hierophant. So it sounds like this person plans to do things by the book. With the sun and temperance, it also feels like they value harmony. Okay, they want to be seen a certain way as well, as someone who follows the rules, who's orthodox, who plays by the rules. And I feel that's what they intend to keep doing. Now their action here is the Six of Swords. The outcome. So there's some movement. This person, I don't know, there's some movement here. Let's see, let's start clarifying. Okay, let's have a look again. Let's look at this Judgment and the Parfait. What is this about? The Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, and one more. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is about choosing that path, right? Moving on, making a change. So you maybe, and as this is your energy towards your love interest, perhaps you feel this person should be doing that. Okay, but you're very clear on the path you want to go down. You're very clear. Okay, now let's look at Lady Wisdom. I feel with this Wheel of Fortune as well, with that abundant pumpkin energy, you know that going down this path is going to lead to abundance for you, like something better, and that's what you want to do. Now let's look at Lady Wisdom. Where's Lady Wisdom there for Pisces? Queen of Pentacles. Where's the Lady Wisdom there? Seven of Wands. And one more. Five of Wands. Ooh, with the Devil. Okay. So your action is to be silent about this. Okay, there's silence here. There's secrecy. Although you know what you want to do, I feel with this Queen of Pentacles, you mean to partner up with this person. There's a lot of determination to do this. And it feels like you feel, Pisces, that there's other people here in the way, and with this Five of Wands, I almost feel like you've got some conflict with this person as well. Like maybe you had a fight with them, okay? And so now you're not talking, right? Like maybe you're giving this person the silent treatment. Something like that, okay? But you're determined to do this. You want to be, I feel you want to be this person's spouse. Okay, now let's look with this Devil energy. Yeah, there's obviously something unhealthy about this. Let's have a look at this Two of Shields. There's a Two of Shields there for Pisces. Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Tower. Yeah, I think Pisces, you feel like your intention is to choose a path, but I think you also want to force your person here to also choose a path. Okay, with the Queen of Swords, you're very discerning. Page of Pentacles and the Tower, it's about going down this path, heading towards whatever goal you have, which I think is a relationship, a committed relationship. Okay, and you feel like you're at that crossroads, you're ready to take the plunge. This person doesn't see, maybe is not ready, and maybe that's something that you have had some words with them about. Okay, you could even be giving this person a silent treatment because they're not ready. Okay, something like this. Let's look at the Squire of Shields. Six of Cups and two more. Why is the Squire of Shields there for Pisces? Death. One more. Three of Swords. So people are going to be talking about this, Pisces. There is going to be some amount of gossip, I feel. Okay. Um, with the Six of Cups, it's an end. I mean, it feels like people are talking about this new path you're going down. There's an end to something that was familiar, right? And you're going down some sort of uncharted path. And with this Three of Swords, it could be hurting. It's possible it's hurting someone else, okay? And so there's gossip about this. Okay. There's gossip about this decision. Now let's look at this Lady of Shields. Why is their energy the Lady of Shields towards you? The energy towards you, where's the Lady of Shields there? Two of Swords. Three of Pentacles. And one more. The Hermit. Oh, with the Four of Cups. So I'm getting, Pisces, that this person with this Hermit energy, okay, is alone. I don't think this person is around you. They're not sure about this. Now, I feel like, I mean, they're very attracted to you with this Lady of Shields. They see you as something very attractive. Maybe desired at one point, right? But this Two of Swords, though, this person is on the fence, okay? Regarding, with this Three of Pentacles, I think they got something started with you. And they're looking at that, but I think they're not sure, okay? They're not sure if they want to go down this path, if they want to commit. I think that's the thing. This person has started something with you. You expect that to lead to a commitment. This person is not sure, okay? And that's causing some friction. Now, let's look at Eight of Wisdom. Where's that there? Three of Cups, Three of Wands, and one more. Ace of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that's this person here. Okay, so as I said, this person's focused on work with that Eight of Pentacles and the underlying energy of the King of Pentacles. They're focused on tangible things, financial matters, their job, right? With the Three of Cups, Three of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like focused on this. They're taking a look at this, okay? This opportunity with you, they are trying to see how this is going to play out. I think this person is taking a look at it, okay, while being in separation maybe from you and actually focusing on their work. Now let's look at the World of Light, Temperance, and Lucifer. Why is that there? Two of Cups, Star, and one more. There's the World of Light, Temperance, and Lucifer, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, with the Queen of Wands. So the intention seems to be some sort of commitment here, okay? Everything, everything working out great, some sort of commitment with the Sun as well. Two of Cups, Star, and the Queen of Cups. Now that's you, right? So it's everything you desire. I mean, okay, so it looks good. So I'm not sure then where this mischief is coming in. Let's have a look at the Six of Swords. Seven of Cups. Ace of Cups. And the World. Okay, that's interesting. So this person is looking at this opportunity. Their intention was some kind of commitment, okay, or is. But then the outcome is that they're going to move on because they're not sure. With the Seven of Cups, they're not sure about this new beginning, and so they may actually end things and move on. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to get a card on this pumpkin. Where's the pumpkin there for Pisces? The Fool. Yeah, you want to take this leap of faith. I think this person's in two minds. Let's look at Mischief. Why is that there for this person? Why is Mischief there for Pisces' love interest? Five of Swords. Yeah, this person's conflicted. Okay, this Emperor energy. They're conflicted. So you're ready to take a leap of faith. They're not. They're in two minds. Maybe the mischief is that they're not really communicating that to you, Pisces, that they're in two minds. Okay. Yeah. But it's interesting because the action is that they're focused on this. The intention is that they mean to commit, but the outcome is something else. So let's see. Okay, what is going on here? Let's look at this chariot for Pisces. Where's the chariot there? Magician. Yeah, you feel it's time to do this. Okay, you're ready to do this. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. King of Swords. Yeah, I think for you it's very clear that now's the time. But I think it's this person. You also want to try to make them decide, make them choose with judgment and the parfait, which is a magician. It's like making them come to a judgment, okay, to come down this path with you, to take this leap of faith. You could see that this person is a little indecisive. Maybe they have to leave things behind with this King of Swords. You know, they could have to sever ties. Maybe they're not ready to do that. Yeah, this person seems to be more on the fence. Let's look at this Seven of Wands. Nine of Wands. Yeah, I think you're trying to beat this person's defenses down. They're very guarded. You want to overcome that, okay? And you also don't want to give up on this. So you're sort of being silent, but I also feel like the silent treatment could be some kind of manipulative ploy, Pisces, a little bit, okay? Like you're hoping to upset this, you know, like show this person your displeasure. Okay, let's look at that Five of Wands. Yeah, the Star. There's some kind of conflict over this goal, which is this commitment. This person sitting on the fence. Now let's look at the Queen of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. See, you want this. Okay, you want family. Let's look at the Tower. There's a Tower there for Pisces. The Moon. I think everything that's hidden or unsaid, you want that uncertainty to be shattered, Pisces. You want certainty now. You want this person to take a leap of faith. You want them to propose or set a date, something like this. Okay, you don't want the uncertainty. You're ready to take this leap of faith. Now let's look at death here. The Empress and the Fool. Yeah, so I think it feels like this new opportunity, Pisces, that was supposed to lead to a new life. You know, the fact that it's ending might be what people are talking about here. Okay. Yeah, with the Hermit, I think the fact that this Hermit energy is moving on could be something that people are talking about. Now let's look, and it might just be a couple of your relatives. Okay, it doesn't have to be like a ton of gossip. But let's see. Let's look at this Two of Swords. There's a Two of Swords there. Yeah, this person's at a crossroads, but they're not sure. You know, I don't think they really want to be at this crossroads, Pisces. It feels like I mean, please don't shoot the messenger, but it feels like if you resonate on this side, you could be pressuring this person to choose, okay, when they're not ready. They're not ready to do this. Let's look at that Three of Pentacles. Yeah, the Sun. This person started something with you, okay? But they're not sure they want to do this. That's what I'm feeling. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles again. Yeah, Nine of Cups. You know, they did something. Maybe they got something going. Maybe they even proposed or something, you know, like when they're drunk. Okay, I don't know. But it's not something that they seriously want to commit to. I mean, like, well, I don't want to say that they don't want to commit. It just feels like they're not sure. Let's look at that Hermit. And maybe it's just a timing. There's the Hermit there. Yeah, the Hanged Man. See, I think this person's had a moment to cool down, to think about things, and they're not entirely sure if this is the path they want to take now. This commitment, you know. Maybe it's just the wrong time, right? And yeah, we have the Seven of Swords beneath at the bottom of the deck. So it looks like that's the mischief. That this person has had a change of heart. That's what's not being conveyed to you. Okay, I think that's the mischief. Now let's look at The Three of Wands. Where's the Three of Wands there? Ten of Swords. See, this person is focused on things that they would have to end. I feel with this King of Swords, they would have to leave something behind, okay? I feel like this person would have to sacrifice a lot. I'm not getting that you'd have to sacrifice a lot. I'm getting that this person has to make a lot of sacrifice, and maybe they're not ready to do this, with that Ten of Swords. Let's look at this star. Where's the star there? Seven of Cups. Where's the star there? And Strength. It feels like maybe this person feels like this was a fantasy, okay? With that Seven of Cups, I feel they got carried away with you, Pisces, because they found you so alluring. They couldn't help themselves, okay? But now it's like, it's like maybe they're sober, or they've sobered up in some way, okay? They've sobered up. Let's look at that Queen of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, focused on the Hierophant, For some of you, for a few of you, not for everyone, this person has a commitment already, okay? That they're not prepared to leave. That's what I'm getting. Because either way, whether this person is committed or not, I feel like they have to make the sacrifice. They've got to cut ties. Pisces, I'm not getting that you have to do that, okay? Which is why you're ready for this plunge and they're not, okay? But for some of you, yeah, maybe for some of you, I am getting that this person is already committed, okay? They got carried away when they met you, but over time they're rethinking that, and they're not ready to sever ties there, okay? Now let's look at the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I think this person is confused, Pisces. They are not ready. They're not sure if they want a family life, okay, with you. Or maybe they're just not ready to settle down. And so I feel they're going to walk away. If you push this person, if you back them into a corner, give them some kind of ultimatum, I think this person will walk away, okay? Let's look at the World. Why is the World there for Pisces? Pisces is love interest. Yeah, Page of Cups. They go off on another journey, okay? They won't give to this, because with that Five of Swords, they are conflicted. And I think this person, with that King of Swords energy, they need to make the decision when they're ready, okay? This sort of a person with that energy doesn't want to be pushed. So if you push this person, and I feel like some of you are trying to push this person, trying to manipulate them a little bit, okay? With your silent treatment or whatever, then I think that's going to backfire. If you really want this person, you'll have to give them a lot of time, okay? And if it's a third party, then, then they're not, I don't think they're ready to leave their partner, okay? They are very conflicted about this, and that is something that I think they're not being honest about. Maybe just how conflicted they are, okay? So that's what I've got for you, Pisces. Please do tell me in the comments if it resonates. I'd love to hear from you, okay? Do hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.